Hello everybody and happy new year to you guys. Today we're going to be going over the top 23 items that sold for me on eBay for 2023. Starting things off with number 23 is this Epson V600 scanner. I did have to buy a power cable for this as well. It did not come with a power cable. It's pre-owned. I bought this at Goodwill. Ended up buying a power cable on Amazon, spending a total between the scanner and the power cable of $18.50. Bought the scanner on May 5th and sold it on May 29th. Sold everything together for $150 plus shipping. Moving along to number 22 is this Saunders cervical, some sort of like neck device on there. Bought it at the Chap's thrift store, didn't know what it was. Came with the giant case. Paid $25 for that, $24.85 to be exact. Bought it on July 10th, sold it on July 23rd for $150 plus shipping. Coming in at number 21 is this vintage Jaws t-shirt. Bought this in a garage sale, sort of like estate sale. Bought tons of things from that estate sale. If you guys are interested in that video, I'll leave it linked up here. It was just part of my garage sale haul. I bought 9 vintage t-shirts in that garage sale estate sale. $5 a piece. This one was pretty cool. It was like a film strip Jaws shirt. Like I said, paid $5 for it. The shirt I bought was actually back in October. It was on October 1st, 2022. Sold it in June of 2023. June 4th to be exact, for $150 plus shipping. So it did take a while to sell. Took about 7 to 8 months on there, but I don't think I had it listed for that long though. Just kind of going over how long it took for each item. And coming in at number 20 is these Santoni navy blue leather sneakers. Bought these for $10.15 at the local ARC thrift store. Bought it on July 28th. Sold it on October 8th for $150 plus shipping. Definitely a great brand to look out for, Santoni leather sneakers. Moving along to number 19 is this Beavis and Butthead vintage 1993 t-shirt. This was part of that vintage t-shirt haul, like I mentioned with the Jaws shirt. So I paid $5 for this back in October of 2022. Sold it on May 2nd of this year for $155 plus shipping. Coming in at number 18 is this Sun Ancon. It's like a chi massager, they call it. It's for like your ankles. It's supposed to keep like your blood flowing and everything. It's a very good bolo if you guys don't mind big bulky items. Sell-through rate is crazy on this thing. Bought it at Savers for $7.72. I actually sold it twice. I sold it once. They ended up returning it, and then I ended up selling it again for actually a lower amount. Bought it back on October 1st of 2023. Sold it on November 3rd, so just over a month. And I sold it for $160 plus shipping. Coming in at number 17 is a pretty crazy one. It is this Sony PSP Go docking station. I did not have a power cable, didn't have any cables at all. It was just a docking station, could not test it at all. And it's only meant for the PSP Go. I actually ended up finding this at Goodwill for $7 plus tax, so it came out to $7.51. This was back on August 26th. And sold it for $170 plus shipping on October 20th. Definitely something to keep an eye out for, the Sony PSP Go docking station. If you can find one new, it can definitely go for well over $200, I saw. Alright, coming in at number 16 is this rainbow gold canister vacuum cleaner. It had all of the attachments and everything. Got the hose, a couple hoses, like 2 different attachments on there with like the wand, the power wand. It was a huge lot of stuff. I bought everything from Savers and paid $25 for it. I did have to buy a filter for it on Amazon as well. Parted out the power wand and a few hoses that went with that, as well as the canister, and there was also a couple hoses and attachments for that as well. So the power nozzle, the power wand, whatever you want to call it, the the separate part, that part did not make it onto the list, unfortunately. It just missed it out. But I did sell that part for $135 plus shipping. The one that did make the list is the canister, as well as a hose and some attachments. All in, I averaged it to be about $26.83 for this part of the entire lot, and sold everything for $170 plus shipping. I bought it back in March of this year, March 20th, and sold it August 24th. So it did take quite a while, and we probably spent about $36 in total between everything for this rainbow vacuum lot. Pretty good sale there. I'm only counting the canister sale as part of this top 23 list. And we're moving along to the top 15 of 2023 now. If you guys enjoy top 10 lists, top 20 lists like this, make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe for more thrifting content like this as well. But coming in at number 15 is the other pair of Santoni shoes. This one was the brown leather shoes. Paid the same price for this at the same location, the Arc thrift store, for $10.15. Bought it on July 28th and sold it on August 24th for $175 plus shipping. Like I said, definitely a great brand to look out for, Santoni shoes. All right, coming in at number 14 is actually a pretty recent one. These are a pair of Ferragamo shoes. They're men's navy blue loafers. I actually bought this at the Turnstile consignment store. So everything there is usually priced a little bit higher than normal thrift stores. It's kind of like Plato's Closet if you guys don't have Turnstile in your area. Bought these just a few weeks ago on December 14th for $39 and sold it on December 23rd for $175 plus shipping. Pretty good sale there. Like I said, they're men's loafers. Pretty quick sale. Ferragamo is a great brand to look out for. It is a designer brand, so you gotta have to watch out for fakes. These seem pretty legit. I did not run them through any sort of authenticity app or anything like that, and it did not go through the eBay authenticity. I think for designer stuff, it's a little bit higher amounts. Pretty good sale though. 39 into 175 and pretty much less than 2 weeks. Coming in at number 13 is this Sony Mini DV camcorder. It uses the Mini DV cassettes, not video aid, not DVD. They're these small ones. I actually bought this from the GoodwillFinds.com website. All in for about $18.25 because GoodwillFinds.com does charge me sales tax as well as shipping costs. I bought this when pretty much the site kind of first came up and they were having massive discounts to try and kind of get people to come on and buy things. A lot of those discounts have been gone now since then. I bought this at the end of last year, so it was December of 2022. So yeah, bought everything for $18.25. Came with a lot of things. Came with like all the cables, couple of batteries, even the original box as well, which is great. Small little case. And everything worked just perfectly fine. I originally bought this because I did have a cassette tape or a mini DV tape from back in my high school days, and I had no way of viewing it except on this device, which is why I bought it in the first place, because I wanted to somehow transfer this footage onto some sort of digital platform. I didn't know how else to do it, so I decided to buy this. Comps back then were roughly about, I think, still around $90, but I held it for a long time actually. Like I said, bought this back in December of 2022, December 26th to be exact. Sold it on June 29th of this year, 2023, for $190 plus shipping. I was able to unload the footage, made a digital copy of it onto my laptop now, and decided to sell the camera. So definitely don't overlook the old camcorders for sure. People are looking for those, trying to offload their old footage as well, and they will pay a premium for this. Pretty good sale there, $18.25 into $190 plus shipping. All right, moving along to number 12. These are a pair of Old Gringo cowboy boots. Old Gringo, great brand to look out for actually. They make pretty high quality cowboy boots. I ended up sending a message on their website to like their customer service area because I had no way of identifying these shoes. All I had to do was actually send in like the numbers that are printed on the inside of the boot, and they replied pretty quickly, probably within a few days of me sending that message, with the style number, the color, the exact sizing on that, the material of the leather. So they were super helpful on that stuff. So I was able to put all of that into my eBay listing. Done that with a couple different companies as well. Definitely reach out to some of these companies if you are not able to identify like the leather or the style. Some of these are pretty responsive, so definitely something I would recommend you guys doing yourself. Anyways, bought this for $20 at the Arc thrift store. Bought it back in December of 2022, December 20th to be exact. Sold it on April 29th of this year and sold it for $200 plus shipping. Probably helped that I did include all of that additional information. All right, coming in at number 11 is actually another Epson scanner. It is the V600 scanner. These things sell like hotcakes. These are the only two that I've actually found, and they both sold for really good money. This one was actually found at another Savers. This one actually had the original box, all the foam in it as well, and like all the paperwork, all the additional accessories that it came with the power cable this time. So definitely a great box. A lot of people overlook scanners just because it's older technology, but you know, a lot of like photo companies will still buy these and scan them in because when they develop film, a lot of people will want to scan them digitally to put them into their own social media, whatever it might be. Definitely look up scanners, you guys find it, especially the V600 for Epson. But like I said, this one had the box and everything, and I only paid $8.55 for this at Savers. This one sold pretty quickly. I bought it back in June 9th to be exact, and sold it June 15th. This one also sold for $200 plus shipping. Definitely don't overlook scanners, especially big bulky scanners like that. You know, if you have to box anything, I pretty much just sent it out straight in that box. I didn't box it into another box. It had all the foam and everything already, so it was pretty easy. I just slapped a label on the box itself, taped it up nicely, and sent it off their way. So definitely keep an eye out for the Epson V600 scanner. All right, everybody, we are getting to the top 10 of 2023. And coming in at number 10 are these Adidas vintage wrestling shoes. I think these shoes were back in the 90s, if I remember correctly. I think it was 1995 is what I saw on the inner tag, but these were pretty sweet. I bought these at the Savers for $14.39. This was back at the beginning of the year, January 28th. Sold it on February 21st, so just under a month, and sold it for $210 plus shipping. Definitely don't overlook vintage wrestling shoes. I've sold a few of these already. I sold a pair of Nike ones, I think, for like $90 or $80, something like that as well. And then another pair of Adidas shoes also sold for over $100. So definitely keep an eye out for vintage wrestling shoes. Moving along to number 9, another pair of Salvatore Ferragamo shoes. These were the black loafers. I bought these actually at a garage sale and paid $15 for these. These were in excellent condition. They were a bigger size. I think they were a size 13 if I remember correctly. But these were in like pristine condition. Like they like barely wore them at all. Bought this back on June 17th and sold it July 15th. So just under a month. And sold it for $210 plus shipping. Definitely love picking up Ferragamo shoes. I would say don't overlook it for sure. Ferragamos are a great designer brand and people love buying these. Quick sale on that one, less than a month. 15 into 210. All right, coming in at number 8, one of my favorite items to pick up for the year 2023 is this Microsoft ergonomic keyboard, the 4000.1 keyboard. I've sold a lot of these in 2023. This was the top seller for sure in the keyboard category. Bought this for $6.42 at Savers. I actually have a video of me picking this up. Actually, it was new in the box. Sealed, new in the box. Bought it on June 22nd, sold it July 12th for $225 plus shipping. And of course, this went to the same person that bought most of my other keyboards in Las Vegas. Shout out to you. Thank you for buying all of my keyboards. Whoever you are, whatever you do with them, I appreciate it very much. Funny enough, coming in at the number 8 spot was this keyboard, and I ended up selling 8 of these keyboards in 2023. Made lots of money. I mean, they all don't go for this high, of course, because most of these were pre-owned, but a lot of them did sell for $50, $60, $70 a piece. If you guys have the riser, if it's in good condition, this person in Vegas might buy it from you. But yeah, these things sell. Even like the most rough condition one that I sold this year, I think sold for like $25 to $30, I think. And I paid like $4 for that. Not the greatest return on that one. So I would not recommend buying these keyboards if they are in really rough shape. If it's in really good condition, I would say definitely pick it up. And if you have the riser, the bottom separate portion of that, that definitely added to the value. Most of the ones that I picked up this year did have the riser as well. Love picking up these keyboards. They sell nicely. Shout out to the Las Vegas guy. But this brand new one, sealed, $225 plus shipping. All right, moving along to number 7 is this Bosch stand mixer. You might think, what? Bosch makes stand mixers? Yeah, I thought that too. But I actually sold one of these last year as well in 2020. I think it was 2022. I found that one in Goodwill. And this one I actually picked up for free. Someone listed it on the Freebies app. I've talked about them before in the past. If you guys don't know what it is, it's an app for your phone. It'll notify you anytime somebody lists something for free, either on like Facebook Marketplace, Nextdoor. I think there's another site that they use as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I did find this one on the Freebies app. It was located probably about 6 or 7 miles away from me. And I actually didn't go pick it up for probably like 2 hours after they had posted it. This was posted on Facebook Marketplace. It'll link you to the Facebook Marketplace ad from the Freebies app. And they pretty much just said they put it out in the alley for free. Just come pick it up. First come, first serve, stuff like that. So it's always a hit or miss with the Freebies app items. But this one, completely free. Just drove over there and it was still in the alley. I picked it up as fast as I can because I know these things sell for good money. These things actually probably sell better than the KitchenAid stand mixers. Anyways, I picked it up on September 27th and sold it on October 8th for $287 plus shipping. Can you believe that? This one did have a couple attachments as well. Kind of the beaters in there, as well as like a dough hook, which does add some value as well. I did have to do some cleaning on this, of course, since it was free. It's kind of sitting out there for a little bit, but everything worked just fine. Everything worked just smoothly. It had the lid as well. It's a big bulk item, of course, but you know, I have big boxes enough to fit that thing in there. I will make the effort for that. For a $287 sale, yeah, why not? Sold quickly, sold for good money. Definitely keep an eye out for these Bosch stand mixers. Look them up if you guys see them in the wild. Oh, this is fun going through all these old sales that I went through that I totally forgot about too, because some of these happened months ago, and it's just great to see what BOLOs that sold this year for sure. Coming in at number 6 now is a pretty unique one, actually. This is a Panasonic phone. This is a landline phone, but I think it is a commercial landline phone. It is a cordless proprietary phone. It was brand new in the box. Bought this at the Unique store, also known as Savers. Bought this back in May of this year, May 29th for $8.55, and sold it on August 7th for $350 plus shipping. If you guys interested in that video, I'll have it linked up here as well. A lot of people overlook phones, of course, the old cordless phones for the landlines, and some of these sell for good money, especially if they're like business ones. But yeah, it was brand new in the box. Looked up the model number, and I was very surprised to see what the comps were on this thing when I first picked it up. Definitely look them up if you guys see it in the wild. Took just over 2 months to sell, but $855 into $350. Yeah, I'll take that any day for sure. That is number 6 on the list. And now we are rounding up the top 5 single items that sold for me on eBay for 2023. Let me know in the comments below what your top items were for the year. I would love to know what you guys bought and sold. I'm always learning. There's some stuff that I probably would have overlooked and passed on that you guys might have picked up and was a BOLO. So let me know what your top 5 was. Coming in at number 5 was another Panasonic item, and it was the Groundhog Day flip clock. Wasn't the exact one that was used on the movie, but it was the same model, same color. These things are in super demand for sure. Any sort of flip clock from a movie, Back to the Future or Groundhog Day, definitely don't overlook flip clocks for sure. Some of the even base ones can go for $50, $60, even $70 as well. This one bought at Savers for $5.35. It was priced at $4.99 plus tax. And also the light that was on there did not work, but the radio did work just fine. It was a little glitchy here and there, but even parts only, these clocks sell. Bought it back on July 3rd and sold it August 20th, just over a month, almost 2 months to sell. Sold it for $375 plus shipping. Definitely pick up these Groundhog Day clocks. If you guys see a flip clock in the wild, make sure you go grab it and look it up for sure. It can be a huge bolo. Even the Back to the Future one sells for probably about 200, I think, 150, 200 or something like that. I think it was also a Panasonic clock as well in that movie. I think it was brown in that movie though. This one was white. It's like the one that wakes him up. It's got the alarm clock, the radio, and everything on there. It's the one he smashes and destroys a few times in the movie. Yeah, definitely don't overlook flip clocks. Okay, coming in at number 4 is this Tuscany cologne and aftershave. These were brand new in the packaging. It was open box though. It wasn't sealed or anything like that. I actually bought this at Savers as well. These were actually packaged separately. It's if you guys have ever been to Savers, they do these bags of things that they put up on the wall. Usually it's like an assortment of things, but they had the cologne box in one bag and another aftershave box in another bag. I thought they were both the same actually at first until I got home and opened them up and realized they were two separate things. But I did end up lotting them both together into one listing and selling them together. Ended up paying about $6 for each bag. So in total it was actually $11.98 for both bags together. Bought it August 12th and sold it October 6th for $405 plus shipping. Pretty good find there for sure. Definitely keep an eye out for these Tuscany cologne. Some of the old perfumes and colognes can actually sell for pretty good money, but hey, $405 plus shipping. Pretty good sale there for a $12 purchase. We are moving along to the top 3 items for 2023. This was the 1993 Jaws Attacking Vintage t-shirt. This is a super rare t-shirt to look out for. It was like a promotional t-shirt for Thomas Bagel Company. I don't think there were Thomas Bagels back then, but if you guys know Thomas Bagels, like in your grocery stores, I've bought Thomas Bagels myself recently actually, and this company I guess had some sort of promotion back then where they would send out these t-shirts to people who maybe sent in something, I don't really know, and these are super rare. This was part of that vintage t-shirt haul that I mentioned earlier. Bought everything for $5 a piece at this garage sale / estate sale back in October of 2022. Sold it February 6th of this year for $450 plus shipping. Pretty cool find and a pretty good sale there. Tempted to take these offers that kept coming in. A lot of lowball offers for like $200, $150, and finally somebody $450 took the offer on it. $5 into $450. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Ended up selling I think 3 of those t-shirts for really good money this year, but definitely keep an eye out for Jaws vintage t-shirts. Coming in at number 2 is another landline wireless phone actually. This is called the Ingenious Duraphone. New in box. Bought it at the same time I bought that Panasonic phone as well at the Unique store. Bought it for $7.50 on May 29th. Sold it pretty quickly on June 15th for $500 plus shipping on this. Oh my gosh. Who would have thought I could have one-upped the Jaws shirt sale with a phone, with a cordless landline phone. Hard to believe for sure. That's crazy. Definitely keep an eye out for these Ingenious ones. They're like corporate phones as well, commercial phones. I was very surprised when I looked it up again, and it was in the same area in the store as that Panasonic phone. It was like in the office area actually, not in the electronics area. So maybe some people overlooked it. Some people might have just saw it was a phone and just rushed it off as well. Some people do that. Some of the household cordless phones actually don't sell for anything at all. But these surprisingly sold for really good money. I was very surprised, and it sold very quickly. Sold in like 2 weeks. So fast sale, great sale. $750 into $500. All right, buddy, we are at the number 1 spot for 2023. This is actually going to be 2 items that I'm kind of putting them together because I bought them at the same time as well, and they are the exact same items. But I just wanted to mention this is the number 1 item that sold for me in 2023. If you guys have watched my videos, can you guess what it is? because I'm pretty sure I put it out there in one of my videos for this year. It is, drumroll please, it is the Axis Communications Dome Security Camera. These things go for huge money. I almost just overlooked it, didn't even think anything of it. And these were brand new, actually, in the box. Plus, the people at the garage sale actually knew what these were, but they still priced them pretty low, actually. I paid $25 a box. I bought 2 of them at this garage sale. One of them was sealed in the box. The other one was actually open, unsealed, and it was also missing one of the tools in there, but the camera itself was actually not used at all. Definitely something to keep an eye out for in the wild. Security cameras do really well on eBay. Like I said, paid $25 each, so I spent $50 at this garage sale. This was back in April 14th. The reason why I said 2 items because I actually listed these separately. The open box one sold for $500 on May 6th. Quick sale there. And the actual #1 spot was the sealed camera that sold for $600 plus shipping. This was on May 18th of this year, topping my sales list of 2023. So as you can see here, we had some really good sales here. Nothing over $1,000, but having a $600 item as your top sale for 2023 is pretty good, I would say, for sure. This item did not actually beat out my all-time highest single item sale, which was actually last year, and it was probably could have went for more if I knew what I was looking at. But it was actually a vintage Jeff Phillips skateboard that sold for $700 back in 2022. I think it could have fetched in maybe over $1,000 on that, but I didn't do like a whole lot of research on the board. There was not a lot of information that I could find on the board as well. I thought I overpriced it when I first listed it for $700 as a buy it now, and it pretty much snap sold within an hour. Ideally, what I should have done was actually start a auction at $700 and probably let it run for a week and see how that went. You learn and you move on. I'm still happy with a $700 sale at that point, considering I only spent I think like $15 on that skateboard. But we were really close this year with that Axis security camera for $600. Again, leave a comment below what your top sales of 2023 were. I'm excited to see what you guys sold for this year, and hopefully 2024 will be even better. We're gonna have to find something more than $700 worth this year to try and beat my all-time high single item sale. Anyways, thank you everybody for supporting me on my Thrifting Tiger YouTube channel as well. We just hit 300 subscribers. That was my goal, to actually hit 300 subs by the end of this year. I appreciate all of you guys for supporting me on this YouTube journey and reselling journey. Actually, I've definitely ramped up my sales for this year. Definitely trying some new things as well. Did a whatnot show for the first time actually a couple months ago. Might be doing more this year as well. So anyways, that was my top 23 items that sold on eBay for 2023. Thank you all for watching. Happy New Year's, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!